Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starmade video featuring my Titan, the TDN Omega Ragnarov. The TDN Omega Ragnarov is the Titan class ship of my fleet. I've been very busy making this thing, and I'm really happy with it. Now, just to go over the stats real quick, it has 60 million blocks, it's 1400 meters long, it's 325 meters high and 270 meters wide. And well, the most amazing thing about this ship is it has 40 million shields. 40 million. Now that's a lot, really. I haven't been able to get through those shields yet. Not with any ship I've seen so far. Now, the power is just over 100 million, and the power generation is 39 million. This ship consists of mostly hardened hull, and well, since it's so big, I already was like, it's never going to be able to be bought, so why not just make it hardened hull and make it impossible to ever get. So yeah, its price is about 7.5 billion. So yeah, that's not going to be possible for you to buy. This current version of the ship has 32 fighters inside of it, and we will take a look at that soon. And it has two smaller multi-purpose frigates. They are the Purposias, which you may have seen in one of Tomino-sama's videos, also known as Mushroom Fleet. Now this ship of course isn't like really fast. These are the engines, and well, that's like all the thrust box there is behind the ice crystals. But still, it can most of the time reach max speed, and once at max speed, of course, you can't be caught up so easily. Now, on top of this ship, on each side, it has 3 turrets, which all do about 13.5k damage per second. So in total, if you would put it all together, well, that's a lot of damage, about 120k damage from just turrets. Combine it with the 40 million shields, and yeah, you have a pretty strong ship. And of course, the ship itself has weapons too. So we'll take a look at that like right now. So first off, let's zoom out a little and take a look at my long range weapon. Now this weapon, as you can see, it has a very far range. Look, it's still going. Still going. Still going. Still going. Okay. And this is about where it stops. And this ship, or not the ship, this weapon system does about 350,000 damage per second. Now to go to the bigger AMC weapon of the ship, the shotgun, which has 388 weapon groups. So yeah, you will be able to see this, all the shots fired right now. So I'm holding down the mouse right now. As you can see, you only see like short volleys. But this cannon does drain the ship's energy. So that's why it will start firing like that after a while. Now also, the front has missiles, T-1000s, which go very far and leave a very large crater. And last but not least, we also have some lock-on missiles. But just to let you guys know, this isn't like the final version, because the game is not complete, and we have a weapons update coming somewhere in the future. But for now, I put BBs on this thing. So there you see them on the top and on the bottom. I'm not sure what this sudden lag is all about. Oh wow. Let's just ignore the lag. Oh, I think it's trying to recover. Well, let's just ignore the lag. But yeah, these BBs, lock-on missiles, are just meant to get rid of fighters around your ship and have a very low cooldown time. So yeah, feel free to spam them. And of course, yeah, I really like the design of the hull I managed to make. In the beginning it was all red and some black lines, but now I just decided to add more black lines and ice crystals to the outside. And most of all, the interior, that's like the thing that got the most detail for me. So we will take a look at. Okay, so now let's go take a look at the interior of the ship. And let's just start out with the hangars, because that's where you should normally be going into the ship. And yes, I am in one of these fighters. Yep, okay. So it has multiple gravity blocks around the hangar. And like I said before, the ship has 32 fighters throughout the entire hangar. And it has 2 more larger frigates below, which you might have seen just now. We'll take a look at them later on. So first off, let's just go to the back of the ship. Why not? Let's go to the back. Because that's actually the first room I created for the ship. No, it's not the core room. It's something... well, every ship should just have one of these rooms. So we'll go there later. You can already see the fancy lighting. And yeah, sorry if there's not really a view in here. I mean, didn't really take the time to make some kind of blue sky inside of this. So yeah. But the first room I made was the disco room. Yes, the disco room. This room was like created 5 months ago, from when this video was posted. Wait, no, even 6 I believe. This was really the first thing I put into the ship once I finished most of the hull. So yeah, it has some nice chairs where you can sit in, just talk to each other while being in the disco room. Now let's just take a walk back and take a look at the cargo rooms, which are these rooms below here. And yes, you may already see that one. That one is the medical hall, which is below here, but we'll take a look at that shortly. So at each of these sides, there and there, there's cargo rooms. Now if you just go down here, take the door, and just go down here. By the way, there's one strange thing. These are all white blocks, but somehow these have all turned black. I'm not sure why the ship has decided to do that. Right here is the cargo room with all the black storages and some extra power to support the ship. So if you know, have a large crew, they need their personal space. So that's why I decided to make tons of black storages. And now we have to walk all the way back up, but you know, for the feeling I'm just gonna walk through this entire ship. Because that's what you should do. Now let's jump back up and take a look at one of the latest rooms I put into the ship, which is the prison. And this, yeah, too bad we don't have elevators, because they could really be useful in ships like this. Anyways, this is the prison. It has tons of cells, and it has one big observation tower. And we'll just go through the observation tower quickly to the one cooling cell. So yeah, if you've been a very, very bad boy, you will spend a day in here. I don't think that will be pleasant for you, because it's very, very cold. And yes, the floor is made out of water, basically because I use a standard texture pack to create the ship. But it's actually pretty cool, because now it's like a cold water bath. And of course all these cells are like the same. They do have hanging lights currently, but this is a slightly older version of the ship. I made a different one, I believe, with glass, but that version also has one fire instead of 33 for lag issues, which is something that will happen to tons of people when they try to use a ship. Okay, so now let's go back down, take a look at the core room, which is actually very small compared to the other rooms. Yes, it's a very, very long walk. Apparently this is faster somehow, but you know, you have to take time for big ships. I like big ships, so yeah, I put a lot of time in them, so I want to take the time to review this thing properly. Yeah, I designed these fighters myself, by the way. So in here, this right here is the core room, which is pretty small for such a big ship. Mostly because I didn't really have the inspiration to make something big. Yeah, it has some systems and all that. And yeah, for those who are wondering, I am using a realistic texture pack right now. And above the core room is actually something that should have been the core room. And of course, that you can change the core position. I made these the captain's quarters. A really nice royal kind of room that's connected to the rest of the ship, where you can look out to the living area, which is behind here, but I'm not going to show it yet. So this is the bed where you can sleep and have a little floating around before you go to sleep. That's really, really relaxing. And yeah, for those who are wondering what it is, those are minerals. Not exactly sure what kind, but you know, they make a nice roof. So now let's go back down and take a look at the cafeteria, which actually, before we reach cafeteria, we'll get to take a look at the bars. So maybe you can see it already, the red lights. That's the hot bar, with all kinds of hot drinks, hot stuff. We don't have it in the game yet, but you know, for the future. So this is like the hot bar. You can relax, take a seat, take a drink. And on the other side is the complete opposite, the cool bar, which is blue instead of red. But let's go down here to the cafeteria. We will take a meal with a variation of all kinds of exotic alien plants, because we don't have meat yet, which we really need. And yes, this is the outside, because you know, people want to take some kind of breather in space, and going from planet to planet may take a while. But let's go down here, where we go, place which most of the soldiers will actually love. So again, this is a red versus blue team actually. And that's designed because this is an arena. So you can see, here's team 1, there's team 2. That's like the exit. And this is just a little shootout arena, where you can just practice some first person shooting action. Of course, yeah, it's not really functional, since when you die you won't be able to spawn back in your ship, as you can't put Blackston detonators in ships yet. But yeah, if you wanna just have some kind of sparring and you're next to a shop or something, or a station where you can respawn, then of course you can use this arena for some practice. And now let's go back up. You know what? I'm just gonna give myself a core real quick. Give idea. And I'm just gonna fly around, because yes, this is taking quite long to go back up. I'm just gonna fly back. Because from the cafeteria, there's another room going down, back here. And a fancy door, which takes us down to. Now, what would this be? This is the lab. Let's just take gravity for safety. But yeah, this is the lab where we will do research on food and plants to see if they are dangerous. And it has one big reactor to research the new possibilities of power production. Yeah, I really like this one. This may be like one of my favorite rooms in the ship. Except from the outside part with all the trees and stuff. That's my real fav. So again, we're going back up. And go take a look at the rooms where you will be staying. Which is up there. We'll take a route through the cool bar because you haven't seen that one yet. I like the cool team actually. It gives a real cool, sensation. And well, I'm just gonna take a core again because the amount of rooms is pretty big. As you go through here, we have outside vision. Oh, what was that? Something is shooting me. Oh well. So these are the rooms right now. It's very simple. It just has a bed and a cool tub. And all these rooms are basically the same and go all the way to the front. All the way here. So yeah, walking is kind of a pain on the ship. And here you can look out the front. And from here, there's another entrance that goes to the outside. Trees, all the beautiful fancy stuff that you will see on the planet. It is very flat though, but yeah. It's at least something. People shouldn't be complaining. Damn passengers. And this goes all the way back to the cafeteria. From the cafeteria, we will take a look at the last part of the ship. Jeez, start to maneuver. Let's open that door and go to the last 3 rooms below. So when we go down here, just go out here, take the car, go back down, so we can take a look at the 2 frigates, which are the Paposias. And from there, we'll go back here. Now this will take us to a power storage room and a conference room. So first we will take a look at the power storage room, which is basically the same as any other power storage room you may have seen on other ships. But yeah, every ship is slightly different rooms and such. Let's take a core again. Yeah, it's big. There's tons of room in the ship, but most of the ship is also filled with shields and power. This is the power storage room for some emergency power storage. And of course, when we go back here, there's a small control panel to keep everything safe, nothing overheating. We don't want that. Kind of expensive to get a timer started by power. And now we will take a look at the conference room, which which is the second last room I added to the ship. So again, little hallway. Then here we have a small gathering room where you can just wait for the conference to begin. But you know, when the lights on, there's a conference being busy. What's this? It's so dark. How can you possibly have a conference in here? You can't talk like this. It's more like a theater now. Well, if we press this, we'll have lights. Some nice light for the ship. Here are all seats where you can just sit and watch the beautiful guy that starts talking to his crew members there, which will most likely be someone like me, the captain. And you say, you crapbacks, you're not doing anything right. I really like this. I really like this ship. I've been so busy with it and I'm so happy that it's finally done. And of course I have tons of other projects I'm working on right now. This is still my favorite one. I am seeing the ship. Isons. Yeah, stupid Isons. We'll take care of those quickly. But first let's go check out the last room, which is the med bay. I think those Isons are trying to bomb my ship. Yeah, wait. Let's just take care of the Isons real quick. And the turret. There is something causing me lag. Anyways, we'll just have to deal with it right now. So this is the med bay. We just passed the raiding room, and in here there will be patients. And it's divided in special rooms. These are for the slightly less sick people. These will be the more serious cases, you know, heavy illness, contagious kind of sickness. And in here, you know, for when some kind of zombie gets found, you can put someone in quarantine and just research it. So yeah, that's basically the whole ship. Yeah guys, sorry about that. My hard drive was starting to get full, so it started to lag the game a lot. It's still lagging a little, but I just want to say proper goodbye. So again, if you like the ship, go to the link I'll put in the description and vote for the ship, because I really appreciate that. And of course, you know, give your opinion on it, comment on it, because feedback and stuff is always good for me, because that way I can make proper, better builds. Therefore, feel free to download the ship and use it for your own purposes. This is Omega Siren signing off.